All right. And we're going live in three, two. Good. Well, now is good morning. No, sorry. Hi, everyone. Um, sorry. Hi, everyone. My name is Micah, and this is the Micah Show. Um, I'm so glad that everyone is tuning in right now. Ooh, you can't even see my face. Hold up, that was bad. Okay. Ooh, wow. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. Is the is the audio working? Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Micah, and this is the Micah Show. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna just jump right into it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Um, the Micah Show is something that I started as it was really just a gag, and it really started off. And I actually remember the day I just got off of work, and my friend was taking me home, or my friend her name was Lauren. Lauren was taking me home, and my my best friend Liana, she was taking us home, and I was like, "Can we stop by Zaxby's? Um, can we stop by Zaxby's? Because I wanted something to eat, and I was like, I'll pay for you too." And we got Zaxby's, and as we're waiting in line, I propped up the camera and I just started recording. It was like, "Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. La da 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 da. I got so and so driving, and I got so and so in the back seat." It was funny. It was funny. Um, Honestly, if I can find that video, I might put it in here. I might put it in here. But it started off something like that, and it was just a little running gag. Um, and just a little running gag turned into, excuse me, that little running gag really just kind of just went off. Like people kind of expected it from me. So that one video happened, and it wasn't something that like I posted on YouTube or TikTok or anything. Like it's just something for me, something personal, something I just like just me acting fool with my friends. And it just became a thing. Um every time we were in the car together, I propped the phone up, we recorded. Um every time I started hanging out with like me and Liana started hanging out with other friends, we just little funny fun prop the phone up and little hi guys, welcome to my vlog. It's the Micah Show featuring so and so and so and so. Um and then it became car talks. It literally became car talks where like if I was in the car with like a group of people and we had nothing to do, I would prop the phone up and we just started talking. And just talking and talking and talking. And and then it just went to like vlogs, like just vlogs. Literally. But again, it was nothing for YouTube, nothing like that. It was just I would take a video, record it, and I post it on Snapchat. It was really just on Snapchat. I would post it on Snapchat. And oh, oh wow. I'm so sorry. Um, but it was just videos I would take. I would just post on Snapchat and just it was just me talking, talking about my day or about something that just happened at work or whatever the case may be. That's what it started off as. And literally just last month, um, I got back from my trip and I don't know what clicked in me, but I was like, I want to start a podcast. I want to start a podcast. And I looked on Amazon. I was like, well, what's some cheap equipment that I could just get and just start setting up? And boom, here I am. Actually, um it's I don't know if you can see this, but it's this squall rock. This is the sound equipment that I got. Sorry, I'll get to that later. But I looked on Amazon. I was like, let me see if I could just find some cheap equipment, some cool stuff that would be easy. And literally, the whole setup came in. Today's Friday. This setup came in. Sorry, today I'm recording this video. It's Friday. Cool. January Friday, January 6th. This came in Wednesday on the 4th. Yes, this came in Wednesday on the 4th, and I got it. The next day, I set it up, and actually yesterday I set it up, and yesterday I was playing around. I actually took some like test videos. It was nothing serious, but I set it up and playing around, and I was at work today, and I was like, today I'm going to record this podcast, and if it's super amateur and corny, it's gonna be super amateur and corny. I don't care. Let me stop. I don't care because um, sorry. That's how I want my things to be run. Like, yes, being all cool and professional. It's very cool. That's how you get people in. But like, sometimes you just want to see people in their raw state, their natural habitat. I mean, look at me. I'm in my bedroom right now, recording this video off my phone. This is me in my raw state. But again, like I said, I just got this set up, so it's nothing too serious, right? Um, but yeah, that's how the podcast became a thing. It just started off as a running gag. It was literally like the Scooby Gang. Just me and my friends just chilling in the car, and I had the camera popped up, and we was just acting a fool. You know, it was Snapchat, so it was only like a minute video. Stuff like that. Sorry, I really love water, and now that the water is just sitting in front of my face, like I kind of want to drink it every second I have. um, yeah, just started off as running gags like that. Um, I was just like, yeah, I want to start this podcast. Let me start this podcast. Woot de woot, here we go. And now here I am. Um, so yeah, that's it with that. Um, where was I? Talking about the podcast. Oh, the type of podcast that I want is one. I want the podcast to have a video format and also an audio format. So my goal is to, you could upload. I'm gonna upload the audio. You could find it on Spotify. You could really just listen to what's happening in the car. That's if you really want to. If you really want to listen to me like this for an hour. um, but yeah, and then obviously the video format is gonna go on YouTube, and that'll be on most of the social medias like Instagram and TikTok and all that fun stuff. Um, and with just the video stuff, you get to see me in my natural state versus the audio where you just listen to me in my natural state. It's crazy, you know. Sorry, I say a lot when I don't have my words planned out. Like everybody does that. I'm a little nervous, as you can tell. I'm sorry. This is my first podcast. But yeah, that's format wise. That's kind of the outreach I want is to have a video format and to have an audio format. And there's something on my phone. Please hold. It's an eraser. But it's to have a. There's something else on my. Oop, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But it's to have a video format and an audio format, just to have those kind of two outputs of what's going on. Obviously, again, the audio format is just for audio only, so you can listen to it, kind of reflect, and then the video format is be more of a vlog type, kind of like how you see the podcast on TikTok and all that fun stuff, just for that stuff. The type of content I want to put out, again, I've said it before earlier in this video, and I'm gonna say it again. It's just me and my not raw state, my natural human state. It's just, I'm just here. I know I intend for my podcast to be an hour long at max, minimum, give or take. Um, but of course, I know you guys just don't want to, sit here for an hour and just listen to me talk about nonsense. Like, come on now, be real, be fucking for real. Can I curse on this thing? BFFR. BFFR. Um, so I do have, a goal. Well, not a goal, but I do have like set things that I want to do with this podcast. Gonna branch off. Um, all of it is different. I have uh, everything is gonna be different. There's gonna be times when it's just me sitting here and recording myself and just, you know, letting you guys just take me as a person, take me in as a person. If I think I might make it a thing where if I could record on Fridays and then, or even Sundays, I might just do that. If I could record on Sundays, no, 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 no. I'm sticking to what I said before. If I could record on Fridays and then upload up, upload on the following Monday, it give me Saturday and Sunday to kind of do what I need to do with the video, upload on Monday. That's the goal, but it might not be like that. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, don't fall into a consistent routine with me because I might not even fall into this consistent routine. It's like going to the gym. We go to the gym. You go to the gym every day, or you have a set routine for the first month of the new year. By February, it's gone. So that's just a discipline thing. But I'm gonna let you guys know right now. My life is like everywhere. So you will get content, throughout the month or within the month. Like, just don't expect it to be every week like I want it to be. But I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. So that's how frequently excuse me, that's how frequently I plan on doing this stuff. But I was talking about content, and my mind just got whoosh. That's bad. That's bad for me, man. That's bad. So, content wise, again, like I said, I just want you guys to see me in my raw state and just have like this one on one conversation with me as I talk about, what happened in my life or the things that happen, as I talk about my week and all that fun stuff. Because I do be having some interesting stories to tell you guys, which I'll get to later. But I have a lot of friend groups. I have different friend groups, and all my friend groups are like just in their own, you know, they just have their own personalities. Like I have this one friend group called the Muscadoodles, where it's just me, my friend Ice, my friend Joseph. It's just us. We're a trio because I always manage somehow to end up in trios, but trios are the way to go. Like I think it's perfectly balanced in a trio, give or take, you know. But it's just us three, and that's the Muscadoodles. We actually have a TikTok, Muscadoodles, Muska Doodles, Doodles. I hope I spelled that right because if I post this video and I spelled that wrong, that's terrible. But yeah, we're the Muscadoodles. Sadly, there's like 4 videos on the TikTok, but because Ice is lives in Jacksonville now. She moved back to Jacksonville. I want to say in October or around that time. So when she's down here, I would like to get the Muscadoodles together and have a podcast with the three of us. And I do plan on putting like those podcasts with the Muscadoodles obviously in their own folder. That way, it just has all those podcast videos. Um, I have this was also just a running gag was the flying monkeys. Flying monkey sounds like a podcast, doesn't it, or something? But it's just me and it's me, my friend Lamani, and Gabe. My my friend Lamani and Gabe. No, my friend Lamani, my friend Gabe. And we were inside. We was inside a smoke shop one day, and they had these um disposables or like these disposable pins called flying monkeys, and we was like, oh, that's so funny. That's like such a funny name. Like we should, if we start a podcast, we should call ourselves flying monkeys, soaring monkeys, or whatever the case may be. And so we were down for it, but again, we was also just joking. But now that I actually have this whole setup and thing going on, it might just happen. So you might get the flying monkey TikTok or TikTok. you might get the Flying Monkey podcast, which is also again three guys just talking. Which they will also be in their own separate folders. Um, I also will have again the Micah Show, which is just me, but also on the Micah Show, I would like to have a couple people come in. Um, whether it just be us talking about something important, or talking, or just us just BSing around. I was talking to a friend earlier today, and he was going through. Um, he was dealing with the death of his father. It happened 3 years ago, but they actually just went to court like yesterday. So for something that happened 3 years ago and then it comes back and it resurfaces up, it's just there's a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on. And we were talking today, and we were just talking about like how if we could sit down with like the youth and kids of today and tell them like, yo, all this stuff that you listen to, it's good, but it's not good. Like it's bad. If you want to listen to it, you can listen to it, but don't listen to it because it's gonna lead you down a lifestyle. It's gonna lead you down a path that you can't come back from. A lot of people they try to go down this path and they can't come back from it. And obviously that's but moral of what I was trying to say again, my mind is that we was talking about that. And I told him I was like, hey, no, like I'm starting a podcast. And once I get things up and running, I definitely want you to come on here and like we could just sit down and just talk about that for an hour, and his name is Marlon. He's a really funny guy. So I promise you, it's not just gonna be us just sitting here yelling at the kids. You know, get your life together before you ruin it. Like, no, it's not like that. He's a super funny guy. Like, if once I get him on the podcast and you guys beat him, you guys gonna be like, we need him to come back. Where's Marlon? Where's Marlon? So it's so funny. Um, he also has he said his uncle does comedy. So if when and if I could get that together, I might have his uncle come up in here. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he wanted some raising canes. Sorry. Um, but a lot of that, like a lot of the interviews and stuff like that, will happen on the Micah Show. The Muscadoodles, Flying Monkeys will be something separate. The Micah Show will have to take care of a lot of all that stuff, as well as I do want to help like up and coming artists. Um, because I know a lot of my friends they do a lot of music and stuff like that. So if I could just obviously throw a song, at least one song in here for you guys to listen to, and probably have them actually come on and just like be part of the podcast too, as well. And lastly, one other show or one other show I want to get out there is I call it like the Black Book Stories. That's what I call it, but it's basically it'd be a podcast but of all my scripts and everything that I've wrote. So like I have a politically correct Cinderella story, which is inspired by I forgot I think it's either Jim Garner or James Garner. But yeah, and I wrote the script inspired from his story, and it's a play, so there's no music in it, no music involved. And as much as I want it to be a stage production, I think it'd be really cool if I have a podcast play where I'll obviously have actors come in. We will sit down. We'll actually act out the script over the audio. Maybe video. Um, but I feel like video might just like break that focus, so it might be strictly audio. You know. Just because if you see people here reading a script at a table, it's not gonna be you're not gonna get as immersed as you were if you were just listening to it, like in like an actual podcast of people reading books. Come on now, guys. But yeah, like if I want people to come in and I just want us to rehearse the script and then come in and be like, we're just gonna give you an hour of content, which is like maybe like one or three scenes. If 3 scenes equal to an hour, we'll read that. And then, next week it'd be like another hour of content, which is just us reading the script, but all with the audio. That way you guys can immerse yourself. And I think that would be so cool because I have a lot of scripts, I have a lot of stories that I want to get out there, but getting them out there takes a little push. And that's honestly why I really wanted to start the podcast. I want to start the podcast to get those scripts and get all that stuff out there because I think it will be really cool to have not an audio book, but an audio play. An audio play of people actually acting out um the play, but over the audio. So, and I also have a murder mystery one. So yeah, that's why I really started it. But obviously, I can't just hop into that after ease into that. So, which is why I'm here creating this little intro video of myself and what I what my plan is, what my goal is. I'm putting my brain out there for you guys. Sorry. I'm putting my brain out there for you guys. Okay. So just trust the process. Please trust the process. What else? Yeah, I do want, like I said, I do want people to be here. I definitely want people to be here. I think that'll be so cool to have people here and just sit here and talk like every other podcast. Um, so yeah. Um, let's actually talk about what I have here. This whole little setup I have. So again, like I said, I'm in my room and I ordered this as soon as I got paid. I ordered this Monday, actually, which is the Squad Rock. I ordered this Monday. And if you guys are wondering why I'm like I keep looking off, it's because I'm looking to the mirror to make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Because my I'm using my back camera, so my screen is facing the mirror, and I can see the mirror. I can see the screen in the mirror, so I can make sure that everything's in frame. Which is why way back when I said my face was out of frame, how did I know that? It's because that, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm done talking. Oh, there's stuff on the back. I definitely did not see that. Oh, it's just oh, oh, nothing. But this is the Scar Rock stuff I got off of Amazon. It was only $69. The one I really wanted was like a $106, and it came with like two mics, and it came with a just little. But that's what it came with, and obviously I read the reviews, and people said it was good for a starter podcast. For starting up a podcast. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just get it. But I will say it comes with a cute little soundboard here. Um, and it has a lot of cool effects, which I will not right now, but probably at the end of this, I'll get to it. And obviously, it comes with this mic setup with the mic, everything that I need, basically. That's what it comes with. So I'm sorry, y'all had to see that. So yeah, that's what it comes with. Um, yep. And I just set up. I took the arm and I clamped it to my mirror, and my workshop is literally on my dresser. I don't have a desk in my room. I've been saying this all 2022. I need to rearrange my room. My room has been like this for the past 12 years. It needs a little sprucing up. Just a little sprucing up. But I just haven't got to it because I don't know the exact plan on how I want my room to look. Because my bed is in the middle of my room, and I kind of like having access to both sides of the bed. And I don't want to push it against the wall. But also at the same time, if I push it against the wall, I'm gonna have a lot more space. I will have a lot more space in my room. So I just have to pick and choose my battles. But I'm set up on my dresser. I have my soundboard here. My mic is hanging. Ooh, sorry, Mike. My mic is hanging on to the mirror, and then I have my ring light, and my phone is on the ring light, and obviously you guys can see me. Can you see me? I hope you can see me. Ooh, I definitely was supposed to brush out my face before I did this, but my brush is in the car. Yeah. um. So that's that. I'm sorry. I'm staring into the camera because I'm trying to see how long this is going. This is only been going for 25 minutes. I think I read that right. I don't know. Doesn't matter. 25 minutes is a long time, but not a long time because I really have another. I have another 20. I have another 10 minutes. I'm bad at math, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is terrible. Not the podcast. Just me in my mind. Guys, help me. Um, but yeah. So my ring light and then my phone and it's all on my dresser. Um, I'm really tempted just to just push everything off my dresser and just kind of set up. You guys are not gonna see my dresser, well, but I feel like it's kind of this corner here is kind of cute because I have like my stuff is here, and it's has a nice little aesthetic going on. And then this corner over here is just complete a mess because I pushed everything down. Um, but I have a vinyl, I have a record player that I want to put on the dresser and just have music playing. Not in the maybe in the background, we'll see. But just have music playing. I think that'll be kind of cool. I could just reach over and put a record. Um, because you guys can see my wall, right? Yeah. Obviously, won't have it here because I have my current back here. But I definitely want to have mounts for my record player for my records. I'm gonna put that on my wall too. Um, I'm sorry, you guys are watching me by my lip. I'll cut that out. I promise. Um, sorry, it's still there. So that's just something cool. Something cool. Something cool. Next segment. Let's actually talk about my week. I had a pretty good week. Let's talk about my break. Yeah. So I was out the country, and if that's not in the, uh, if I don't talk about my trip in this video, it'll be in the next video. But I was out the country, and actually on my way back to the country, I was in Belize. And no, I lie. We're not gonna talk about that video. We're not gonna talk about Belize. I came home, and I really had a week to prepare because I had Christmas. I did all my Christmas shopping in Belize. So everybody came home with souvenirs as Christmas gifts, and vice versa. Not vice versa, but yeah. Or yeah, vice versa. Christmas gift as souvenirs, souvenirs as Christmas gift. Boom. I came home and like I said, I had a week to prepare because um Christmas was Sunday and then my birthday was Monday. Yes, guys, I'm a Capricorn, December baby, December 26th. Hoorah! So at my birthday, I had Christmas. Christmas gave really low vibrations this year. It was not Christmas. It was just cold. I live in Florida, and it was just cold. It was like in the 20s, and as a Floridian, I was not with it. It wasn't giving Christmas, it was giving winter. And we don't get winter in Florida. So, but yeah. So after that, my birthday, I didn't really do anything for my birthday, especially again, I was out the country. So it wasn't really my trip out the country to Belize wasn't really a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. I just wanted to fly south for the winter. Um, and I still came home and got hit with winter. Like what the frick? When I came home, um, everything was just really chill. I worked, and then New Year's happened. New Year's actually went out. I went out with my friend Jamie, who also wants to make an appearance on this show. So the Micah Show. But I went out with my friend Jamie. We were supposed to go bar hopping on New Year's, and that didn't really turn out like we wanted it to. But it wasn't bad. We went to Chrome Company, and we got there early, so it wasn't crazy, which I like because I'm not a club person. I really considered. I think I really my trip in Belize really told me or showed me that I was a bar person. I'm not a club person. So we went to Chrome Company, and again the goal was supposed to bar hop, and we were supposed to just go from bar to bar to bar to bar until New Year struck, and then we turn up, and then we go home, or you know go to a couple more bars, then we go home. But we got stuck in Chrome Company. The only reason why we got stuck there is because it was a nice little vibe. They weren't, the music wasn't terrible. They were playing some really good music, and everything was really good. And we got stuck there. We brought in the New Year's. There was booty everywhere. There was titties everywhere. There was drinks everywhere. Everything was everywhere, as it should be on New Year's, as it should be. Um, and then they started playing Spanish music, which I have nothing against Spanish music. So please, like, don't come for me. I have nothing against it. Um, it was just hard because obviously I don't speak Spanish, so can't really get with the vibe on what they're saying. Um, the music was there, obviously, like the beat and everything was there, so it was just a nice little bobbing head motion, but I didn't understand the words, so I couldn't just like spit bars. So, after we brought in New Year's, we stayed for a couple minutes, and then we was like, okay, we can slide now. And as we slide, first of all, the line was just long as hell as we left. So it's a good thing that we got there early. But we left and we just walked around. We walked around downtown a little bit, and we finally ended up at another bar. It's called the Underground. We ended up at that bar, and we was like, oh, it was a nice little vibe. Though we went in. We didn't have to pay to get in, so we went in. We just chilled a little bit. Seeing a poster, or was it on the TV? I seen something that said they had $7 Tito and lemonade. Tito's liquor lemonade. I said, boy, what? $7? I got three. Not at once, but like I ended up with three, and I had a good time. So I took those to the head, and we walked down a little bit. We went down to the lake, walked around the lake, and we came back and we got in the car and we went home. That was it. I will say though, before we even got downtown, I was pregame. I took like 3 shots of some. I got. I don't even know if I could show that on here. Can I show that? It's limited edition Crown Royal salted caramel. I think it's really good. It smells amazing, but I think it's really good. Obviously, it has the Crown Royal taste. So, but had a nice little salted caramel in the beginning, cognac at the end. Yawning. I'm so sorry. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm on this podcast. That's how excited I was, and I've been at work all freaking day, bro. But getting back to New Year's, um, yeah, and actually took a couple more shots in the car on the way home. But it's okay because Jamie was driving. Jamie was driving me to my car, so I had enough time to kind of sober up. And we walked on the lake, so that kind of sobered me up too. But we did the walking, and then got to my car, and we just went home. And that was Sunday. Monday I had to come back to work, sadly. Um, which I work at a smoke shop, so I worked there, and I did that, and I opened and closed. So it was 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So I was there all day. I didn't really do anything exciting. Tuesday, as oh Tuesday, I also teach at a high school. I teach color guard at a high school. And so that Tuesday we had a camp. We had a 9 to 5 camp. And so at that camp we actually got a lot of stuff done. Um we please hold, I'm checking time. 35. That's 32. But we got a lot done. Um we yeah. So it is what color guard is I'll keep it simple. If you guys ever been to a marching band game, or if you got marching band game, if you guys ever been to a football game, and at halftime they have the marching band come out, and there's the people that's spinning the flags and doing all that fun stuff with the flags. That's what color guard is. They're basically like an auxiliary team, and they work together with the marching band, and they basically bring the show to life. They are literally the color and the performers to the marching band while they play the music, and that's during football season. Sorry. During the beginning of the year, like January or the winter time, we break off and we go into winter season or winter guard, which is just it's we break off from the marching band and it's just solely color guard. It's a color guard circuit. It's color guard world. Only people that spin flags is in it. And we go into our own competition season. And for my students, competition season starts on the 21st. For this group of kids, I work at 2 high schools, but for this group of kids, competition starts on the 21st. And, oop, oh, there go that thing again. Pick that up. Pick that up. Anyway, competition starts on the 21st. So that's why we had the Tuesday rehearsal, that 9 to 5. And at the rehearsal, we kind of threw everything together. There is a big ass tarp that we have to pull out that we have to perform on. And basically, in a winter guard show, you're basically again you're bringing the music to life and you're telling a story, conveying emotions, telling a story, putting on a performance. And there's a lot of movement around the tarp, and the time can range from like a 3 minute show to a 5 minute show. So there's just constant moving. And that's what we were doing with the kids. We were telling them where they need to be on the floor, and we were just kind of repping that a couple times, as well as teaching them like the dance choreo and teaching them a little bit of the flag stuff while repping them. And we just did that from 9 to 5. We just hammered that into them. So that's what we did Tuesday. Wednesday came along, and I got my beautiful stuff. I got my stuff. I got my stuff. But that was it. I worked. Did I work all day Wednesday? Yes, I worked all day Wednesday. So again, I was at work from 9 to 9:30, so I didn't really do anything. I did have a lady come in though. I don't know if that was Wednesday or Monday, but she came in and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" She was like, "The year it's 2023, and I'm already getting a bunch of bad news." I was like, "Oh, uh." I was like, "Really? The year just started?" She was like, "Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna get a vape since it might be my last." And my mind, I was perplexed. I was perplexed, bro. My mind was, I was confuddled. I was boggled. I could do nothing but just look in the mirror at myself and just like, and then I came back and I was like, okay, what you getting? And she told me what she wanted, and then that was it. That was it. That was it, bro. That was it. She left, and I was just like, dude, what? What? And like, I'm that type of person because obviously I want to be able to, is it empathize or sympathize? One of the two. But I want to be able to be like, okay, let me know what's going on. If you need to unload, unload. But at the same time, I don't want to get too far into people's business because either one, they don't leave, or two, it's just a lot. and sometimes they don't want to unpack that, and I don't want to sit there and force them to unpack it. So, but that happened Wednesday. Thursday came along, and I was right back at it. I went to work, but this time I went to 2 because I have rehearsal at 3. So, I got off at 2 and I went straight to rehearsal, and I had a private session right before rehearsal. So I got there, and I had a couple students that came in, and they just needed help. Because when it comes to tossing, it it's scary. It's scary when it comes to tossing because you're tossing a 6-foot metal pole in the air and you're expected to catch it. So when it comes to tossing, and yeah, you're expected to catch it. And there's a certain way that the flag has to be tossed in order for it to spin and get the right effect, and for you to catch it right. And a couple students needed help with that, so I went in and I helped them, try to push them in the right direction, give them a little basic stuff, yada yada yada, all that fun stuff. Rehearsal started, and um, rehearsal started, and I had captains because we have captains, and I had a captain's lead. And the thing about this team is that literally everybody on this team is new. No one has ever touched a flag before, except for a couple people. And that the couple people is like 5 of them that did outdoor season, which is football with the marching band. 5 of them did that, and I had 3 that did winter guard season the year before, but they didn't have a proper winter guard season, so they didn't know how to properly. They don't know how to what the proper experience what winter guard is. So it's kind of just starting from scratch all over again with like these 8 vets. Okay, with these 8 vets, and then 9 new people. So I have 17 students, and I had to calculate, all that fun stuff. So 9 new people. So, and I was the only one there at the time. There's 3 staff members, and I'm one of them. I was the only one there at the time, and I told them I was like, "Let's get it done." Because my thing is, I want to be as involved, but not as involved when it comes to them, especially in basics. They have to be able to learn, especially my leadership 100%. They have to know how to run things when we're not around. Simple as that. They have to know how to run things when we're not around. So I told them, I was like, let's get those floor up. Let's get that table. Let's move the tables. And I just let them do it. The floor was out. I was like, it's 3:32. You guys should be stretching. And I was like, it's 3:32. What should you guys be doing right now? They said stretching. They all ran to the floor and they started stretching. Once they were done stretching, I was like, Tandu exercise. I was like, you and you, Tandu. They ran that. I was like, next. They went to the next exercise. Next, they went to the next exercise. I just sat there and I watched them, and um I tried to give as little critique or as little um of my input as possible, so the captains can do what they are expected to do. And it went really well. They because they knew everything they needed to do, and then when it came to like what do we do next, this exercise, and I just say there you go. Leave me lonely. Go. And they do it. Um, and then luckily one of the other staff members came in, and as soon as she came in, that was good because we taught them a new exercise, and then yeah, we taught them a new exercise, a new across the floor vocabulary, little terminology. And across the floor is when it's literally as it sounds. It's when you do an exercise or a routine from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor. You have to it's an across the floor for the reason. When you do it across the floor, that way you get makes you it makes you kind of like repeat the routine a couple times as long as it takes for you to across the floor. So if it takes you 3 sets to get across the floor, then you do it 3 times. And it's just to build that repetition and kind of build that muscle memory. Point your toe, collapse, reach. That that way when it's time to like actually work on the competition show, when we say point your toes, it just like point. You know, when we say relevate, you go up. When we say plie, you go down. Like it's once that muscle memory is built, man, it's hard to like not do anything. I do it right now. Like even when I'm at work, I just be like, relevate, plie. Michael, what the hell are you doing? Why are you doing this right now? You're at work. Like, go do something else. um, but yeah, so that's when across the floor is. Time check. 45, 42. Oh, I think I'm doing good, baby. Let me stop. Um, but yeah, so we did that, and then like I said, the other person came in and we started teaching them. We just started reviewing. Oh, the other person came in, we taught them across the floor, and then we have flag captains. And so let's pause. We have head captains, and then we have section leaders. And section leaders are just it's just it's like a second lieutenant, I guess, or first lieutenant. No, a second lieutenant. No, first lieutenant. I don't know, man. I don't know that military stuff. But we have captains, which they run the whole team for everything. And then we have section leaders. So when it's time to break up into sections, um, there's just one specific person running that section. So we have a flag section leader, we have a dance section leader, we have a flag and dance, we have weapon or rifle, and we have a saber person. Um, yeah, we have a rifle and a saber person. And so when we're not working with the whole team, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna work with dance people, rifles, you do something, sabers, you do something. That's when the section leaders are stepping in. So while I'm working with one group, they're working with the other group. That's what a section leader is. And so I had the flag and dance section leader come up, and I told them, hey, y'all need to do drop spins, y'all need to do thumb flips, flourishes, and tosses. And I just let them run that. Because again, especially with my flag and dance section leaders, I have two. They are new. They never did color guard before, and this is their first time in a color guard leadership position. So they have to know how to they have to learn how to run a team, and they've seen us do it a million times. And I'm the type of person where I'm gonna just throw you in the deep end and you gotta swim. And if you drown, I'm gonna be there to save you. But for the most part, you have to swim. And for the most part, they did a pretty good job until it was time to get really technical with it. That's when it was like, all right, so now your teachers are here. Let's actually teach you how everything's supposed to be done. Nitpicky. And then once the third staff member came in, that's when we started focusing on the show because she's actually the guard director. And the guard director is basically the boss, the top dog. And me and Mars, we are like under her. So she comes in and she does all like the floor stuff, like you go here, you go here, you go here. Let me teach you this stuff. Let me teach you this stuff. And basically, we just kind of like reiterate that. So she teach us all the work. We teach the kids, so that when she comes in, all she has to do like, no, you're doing this wrong. You have to do it like this, and then I'll put you here. So she does like a lot of the technical stuff. Me and Mars does a lot of the teaching of them. Like if it works like that. So she comes in and we that's how we handle rehearsal. And when it was time to go, it was time to go. That's really it. That was my Thursday, and then today, Friday, I worked all day, 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. So I literally came home. I took a shower. I finished making a dessert for my friend, and I came in here and I just started doing this. That's really all. That's really all I did. Mhm. True story. Um, that's really all I did. Yeah, yeah. Um, for myself, me, I also not only do I teach color guard at two schools, I also perform myself. So I'm in my own like competitive team, and we're doing our own competitive circuit. And tomorrow I have rehearsal. So literally, once I finish this video, I have to knock out because I have to wake up at 5 o'clock. And I have to be in Jacksonville by 9 o'clock. And you're like, why are you waking up so early? It's because I have to one, the desserts I made for my friend, I have to go drop them off. Then I have to go pick up my teammate. Oh, did I scratch my dresser? Wait a minute. So I do it again. Right, that's stupid. Anyway, so I have to go pick up my teammate, and then I have to drive to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville is 2 hours away, which is why I'm waking up at 5, so I can be in Jacksonville by 9. Because waking up at 5 o'clock, it gives me that hour to get ready, and then it gives me the hour to do what I need to do in the morning, and then it gives me that 2 hour frame to try to get to Jacksonville. And obviously, it's not taking account for any traffic or anything. So, oh the fuck, well, I'm sorry, but at least I tried, right? And then tomorrow I'm there from it's 9 to 5. It's a 9 to 5. So we rehearse from 9 to 5, and then we leave, and then come back down here to drop my friend off. And Sunday is actually her birthday. She's having a brunch, but I also have rehearsal again. We also have rehearsal again Sunday. Um, I honestly already spoke to my director and say, hey, I can't do it because I'm kind of in charge of her birthday party and how that kind of works. So and I told her I was like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Um, but considering that it's only a 9 to 5, sorry, a 9 to 12 rehearsal, and her brunch doesn't start till maybe like 1 to 4. I might just say F it, and I might go to rehearsal, and I just might get back here at like 2 o'clock, and then just beeline straight to the brunch at like 3, and try to be there by 3 and spend that hour there. But she's also doing a dinner, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything. But I kind of would like to be there for the brunch, especially because she has a baby, and the baby's my niece, and I just want to be with my niece. I call her Jelly Bean. Her name is Kasaya. um, so that, and then Monday. Um, Crazy. I sat here for a whole hour talking about stuff that happened within like this past week or this past 2 weeks, and I didn't really introduce myself like I should have. And I'm sorry that it took me a whole hour to realize that. So, like I said before, my name is Micah, and this is the Micah Show. This is my podcast. Currently, I am, I, how do I say it? As of right now, I am not in college. Yeah, as of right now, I'm not in college. I graduated with my associates back in May of 2022, and I'm going back to school this fall. And I'm going to school for film production. Film production, yes. I want to make movies, produce movies. Um, as well as acting. I do a couple stage things. Back in May, I performed in the Fringe Festival, and we got a couple of awards. So that was cool. Um, uh, yeah, back in May. I did a couple of awards. I do a little acting again. Like I said before, I'm also a script writer, so I have a couple scripts out here that I'm working on. I have one that is currently being used as a project by my old high school. Um, hopefully if things go right, because the semester just started, so they might not get to that till around March. But if things go right, that might be their fall play for next year. So that'll be cool. Um, yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm shooting for my bachelor's. No, the goal is to get my bachelor's. The goal is to stop at my bachelor's. If I get my master's, even better. And I do plan on having my own film company, all that fun stuff. I'm 22 years old. I just turned 22. Again, my birthday was December 26th. So I just turned 22. Um, I like to travel. I've been to 3 countries. I've been to Greece, Egypt, and Belize. And I have a trip to Spain in May. So that'll be in a different video on how my experiences traveling to those countries were. And also to like the company I use. If you guys want to catch up on that, if you guys want to hear that. My favorite color is orange. um, Honestly, I think. Oh yeah, I work 4 jobs. I teach 2 high schools. I work at a SS. S shop, and I work at a mini golf place, so that's cool. Um, and actually, hold on, because as we're approaching the hour. Oh, okay, cool. Um, yeah. So as we're approaching the hour, I'm actually gonna. I can't even pause the video. Sorry, I'm thinking. Sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do. As we're approaching the hour, I would like to take these last 3 minutes to kind of um give a shout out to a he's a friend of mine, Solo the artist. He's an up and coming rapper. He's an up and coming rapper. He's from New Jersey. Currently, he's back and forth between like New Jersey and Florida, but I honestly don't know if he's in Florida right now. I do want him to come on and just sit with me and let's just BS around. But as for my signing off gag, I actually want to include one of his songs. I want to play one of his songs for him or one of his songs for you guys. And he'll appreciate that 100%. I mean, he he does appreciate it 100%. I already reached out to him, so it's okay. I got the clearance. I got the clearance to do this. It's not like I'm doing this behind his back. Um, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for staying and watching this. Like that, honestly, it honestly means a lot that you guys actually stayed and you guys sat here for an hour and watched me talk. Mm, I promise you, it's gonna be a slow build up. I mean, it doesn't take much to have people come up on here and just like talk with me, and I know that. But yeah, it's gonna be a slow build up. I'm definitely gonna get people out here, so you guys might see me by myself for a little bit, but I definitely would like to get people, out here, and we're just, just talk like all these other podcasts, just sit around and talk and all that fun stuff. Um, yeah, that is it. Thank you guys. Toodaloo. Sorry. Wait, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this properly. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys sometime in the future.
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, yeah. And my time is coming, and I'm just grinding, shining, trying to be about all this money. And my time is coming, yeah, yeah. And my time is coming. I wake up in the morning, get myself together, then my mind on the money. And please don't hit my line. Cause I don't answer unless that bitch is bag or 100. Don't take nothing from it. I can't miss a dime. Cause tomorrow ain't promised. Sound them hollow, yeah, yeah. Bitch, we seen the ops coming. Heard them glass glint. Bitch, it's the scene and start busting. Rest in peace to my cousin. Socks ain't ballin' for nothing. Y'all check my brother, redemption coming. There's blood in my eyes, you can tell I'm saying cousins. Look in my eyes, you can tell I'm up to something. To the right, saying these Detroit lines. Little nigga, lot of hard eyes, they Thomas. I ain't gonna stop, I ain't never done grinding. I ain't gonna stop, I ain't never done grinding. Cause and my time is coming, and I'm just grinding, shining, trying to be about all this money. And my time is coming, yeah, yeah. And my time is coming, and I'm just grinding, shining, trying to be about all this money. And my time is coming, yeah, yeah. Shit, I gotta go and get it, man. Anybody gonna give it to me? Yep. That's all I had to do. It was nice I had them poppin' perkies, and my mom feeling that I ain't really too worthy to see my son smile, man. That feeling just exert me. Ballin' hard every day, damn I must be curry. I got you niggas froze, you can call me Mr. Frozone, and I ain't never really have a steady place to call home. Bouncing around like a nigga out here playing ping pong. Same jeans, same jaws, same shirt wore too long. I Move on, ride, no performance, man, that's what I wanna do. Buy a big house, you know, just to sit by the pool. What a lot of blue faces, and my little one youngin' too. Gotta teach them the right rules and how to go hard too. No niggas gonna ever have them like I do, and that's truth. And I ain't reminiscing about the cash, I go and chase it too, and that's truth. And my time is coming, and I'm just grinding, shining, trying to be about all this money. And my time is coming, yeah, yeah. And my time is coming, and I'm just grinding, shining, trying to be about all this money. And my time is coming, yeah, yeah. Let's that bitch a bag, go